How you doing, Mick? It's Brass Monkeys again this morning. I was going to go one way, but it's too sunny, so we're going another way. I'm not the best at deciding where we're going. Oh, it's cold. Shelley, how are you doing, chick? How's things? You alright, Kirsty? How's that puppy of yours doing, Shelley? Flipping adverts. Jenno, how are you diddling? Kind of wish I put some gloves on. The old fingers are a bit nipped. Rex, how you doing? Johnny, you legend, thank you. How's things under? A group of absolute legends, everyone in their own right. And you, Rex, how's things? My hair, I had a disaster. I've managed to fix it. Reza, thanks for coming in. I know, Shelley. I know. A third operation, why? The last 2 years, Shelley, I've relived it. Everything that went on. And I'm just so sorry. Know that you and those fluffy paws are all loved. Oh, we've got Christmas lights on. What kind of attack? Ooh, curling wand. Ginger Locks, how you doing, chick? Good morning. Jamie, have you got in that parcel yet? Ted, how you doing, Ted? Ooh, my eyes are running. It's freezing. I still have steak envy. I knew you said snake. Johnny's steak. Oofed. She gave you some what, serum? Dodgy substances. Well, you know I had to bleach that conditioner stuff out of my hair that made it pink. Patchy pink, I'll have you know as well. Mike, how you doing? Gareth, I was just checking messages off you. Have I had you wired up to machines? Shelley, do you know what? I love them. Wow, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. Wow, it's freezing. We'll get a look at the moors though. Visibility should be good. Yes, we can see them. So just up over those hills is a valley with one of the oldest mines in the UK, believe it or not. Well, you can see part of the hills. They're also in clouds. This time of year, the clouds are very low. It's about 3 Celsius. Can't remember how to work that out. Was it MacGyver? MacGyver said that the equation to do it. I can never remember. Zelen, good to see you. I hope you're well. One of my eyes is leaking. Such is the cold. Today I need to cross fingers for escaped donkeys. We'll be going past the donkeys. Sarah, how are you doing, chick? Ooh, you're on a trip. Where are you going? 3 hours sleep, you need more than that. See, if I had just had 3 hours sleep, I would be the biggest grump. Lack of sleep makes a very stressed Shazza and huffy Shazza. Daisy, how are you doing? It's forecast to be below freezing again tonight. Steffi, good to see you. How's you? I was checking for messages off you last night, Gareth. I said, and it makes me ask if I'd heard from you. I'm glad you're in there. They absolutely took the mickey yesterday about an ambulance. They should have had one right there. Scott, how are you doing? So I'm freezing my hands off, and then you've got Zelen, you've got Daisy, you've got Scott, all in Scorchio. What's Michael saying? Have you seen a doctor yet, or had stuff done to you, Gareth? Or are you still sat on your back end waiting? Makes it the hospital as well. Are you still sat waiting, Mick? Uwek. Now this road doesn't have any pavements, so it gets a bit scary because skinny, teeny tiny road. How's life with you, Mike? Rabbit swans. Do you know what? My mum is terrified of swans. One of my earliest memories is my mum getting chased in from the washing line with some Canadian geese chasing her. Oh, she has a real fear now. It's so funny. Canadian geese are the only Canadians that are grumpy arseholes. Yes, Jerry, get it opened. How many layers have you got through? Anyone that doesn't know, blistering is Jamie. And I will hug this wall so I don't get run over. Johnny, Johnny, please video that for me. And people who are in the cars thinking I'm nuts because I'm stood killing myself laughing in the street. Johnny, please video it. That would be so funny. That would keep me giggling all day long. Gareth, don't you be getting a higher pulse, shall we say. If they start prodding you, don't be standing to attention. There's a good boy. What's broken down? Ooh, no. Broken down, how bad? Oh, hey. Johnny, do you go high pitched? Please tell me you do. You see, I keep telling you this, I do, I visualise a lot. And the thought of you running with your hands above your head, squealing like a girl, is funny. Oh, hey. Oh, Amanda, thank you. Oh, Shelley, always there, always will be. I have dates stuck in my head, and I relive stuff without even realising. I know. Shelley, click on Johnny's name, go over to his channel, and then imagine him running with his hands over his head, being chased by geese. Oh, that's going to keep me warm. Oh. I try not to snort. You lot make me snort laugh. Don't be telling your therapist that they'll be wanting me to go for therapy. Shelley, I love you too, and I absolutely hate what happened and 2 years. Ooh, we've got a horse-drawn cart. Is it coming this way? Is it the person that I know? Oh no, is it? 2 people on a cart, and yes, it looks like they're coming this way. Cat, get off the road. Naughty cat. We've got a couple of horse-drawn carts come through. One is a guy. Oh, is he going through the town? Oh, we just missed him. He's going through the town, that one. Yeah, aren't they just? You wouldn't want a bat off a goose's wing, would you? I mean, swans could break your arm. I don't think a goose would be far behind a big one. It's raining there. Meaning it's a change. But it's not bad here. It's just a little bit cold, but it's nice cold. Albeit I don't put gloves on. Right, this corner's a bit scary because people fly around it. Goga, how are you doing? Gareth, no playing tents on the ward. When they come to check your pulse, make sure it's your wrist. Oh. How's things, Goga? We've got the bravest man on YouTube, and we've got the bendiest man on YouTube in chat. How cool is that? Clint, how are you doing? Shoot, cars fly around this corner. I'm too busy watching what Gareth's saying about making tents. Oh. Gorga, it's lovely to see you. We need to have a catch up. How's things? Sunlight be gone. We came this way to get out of it. How's things with you, Collins? Sorry, scratchy throat. If I miss anyone, shout at me. I don't mean to be ignorant. How can we get Gareth into trouble on a ward? What do you think, people? Simply Namaste, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Bottle Calves, lovely to see you. Thank you for coming over. I'll just give you a wrench. Everyone's got a wrench in here and you're all welcome to check each other out. Go make some new friends. How's things with you, Simply Nanette? What's my fault? Oh, hey. Shelley. Yeah, Shelley just retires as a nurse on A&E. Shelley, did you or did you not have x-rays of toy cars in places they shouldn't have been in the garage of? Was it toy cars that you had in a deep dark garage? And the question is, will Gareth become one of those nurses' stories? Nice to meet you, Bottle Caps. Thank you for coming in. Sorry, just having a giggle. I've got a really bad sense of humour. Oh my, I'm trying not to. It's the visualising stuff, that's my downfall. Johnny, with his arms over his head, screaming like a little girl from Swans. That was the turning point. You had to... How can you keep a straight face on conversations like that? Chief, good to see you. How are you doing? Just trying to keep the sun out of your eyes. Brun, how are you doing? Good evening. Oh, false teeth. No way. Joe, how are you doing? Dagmar, good to see you. Why on earth? It's not like you can sit on your false teeth and they get sucked up. How's things with you, Dagmar? Lovely, lovely to see you. Ooh, we've got someone with their doggy. A little Scotty dog. The only dogs I've known with a severely bad temper are Scotties. I'll just hold you down a minute. Two secs. Hiya. DJ, how's things? Yeah, how do I set a false tooth end up there? Good question. There's so much I want to say, but I shall refrain. Apart from saying about eating breakfast. Helen, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. How are you? I'm about to get sun as we get round the corner. So I'm hoping, no, it's not going to work. Fluffy clouds are going to cover it for a little while. Yeah, I understand why you did, especially where you worked as well. It will be a lot to face every day. Just hold you to the side a little bit. It is. We had heavy rain again during the night. I was saying on DD's this morning, I was walking around with one Croc slipper on and one, what was the other one? Can't even remember. Well, odd slippers, we'll say. Sam, my oldest dog, has a habit and he has to carry my shoes. Always. If you can't see them on the ground, he'll get my shoes off the shoe rack. Always mine. Never anyone else's. And I have been known to be stomping around the garden in one slipper, demanding to know where my shoes are. So I just need to say the sun's really bright straight ahead. Vertek, how are you doing? All I have to say is, where's my slipper? The heads drop, the faces turn away. They all claim guilt by association. I'm just turn around for a minute, that sun's bright. Oh, you've been out with your drone? Oh, nice bottle caps. I'm up in Cumbria. Close to the border with Scotland, kind of that way. Over the hill and far away. I'm trying to get you in a direction that the sun isn't. If I lift you up, hang on. I can't really see as well. I lengthened my stick. Oh God, there's someone coming. Hang on, I look an idiot. So we're going to look at was laid hedge. Hawthorn, to be exact. What are you sending Jamie a picture of? Morning. Ooh, it's filthy. Ooh, yay. Did she? Oh, brilliant, thank you. I will do, Shelley. So I have lengthened my rod, a bit like what Gareth's doing in hospital around about now. Nice pretty little orchard, and we've got that little beck that runs in the back. Sorry, wow, sorry I get the giggles really badly now and again. Oh, like a lot. So this is a teeny tiny little garden centre. And they've got some chucks on the side. And you're about to hit shade, yay. I'm scowling in the sun. Ish. There, that's better. I'm just shortening my rod. Well, that road up there is a bypass. They built about 25 years ago. I didn't live here then. A lot here, it's silver birch, beech, hedging, and more agriculturally, it is the hawthorn. Just a natural barrier. Shelley knows how bad my sense of humour is. She's known me for years. Oh heck, sorry. I was just playing with my stick length. Colin, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Colin, I'm sorry I've got the giggles. Really badly. So there was a mill along here. We've got a mill chase. Oh, I had a blackbird having a bath. I don't think it's that house. I think we've had a property that way that's long since disappeared. The tree has dammed it. So it's taken around the side, but you can see the brickwork along the inside. Jamie, I've got some huge boxes of shortbread, one to hide from the family and one to wrap up for my mum and dad. I'm doing them like, wow, it freaks me out. Further on here, there's a railway crossing, and if it comes down and I've got cars next to me, I'm so embarrassed. Oh, they got quacks. Little quacks. Yes, it is. Actually, they've got quite 1, 2, 3, 4 quacks. 5. Ah, there's my friend. He's not dead. So, that young gentleman there used to be at the lake just about a mile up the road. And I thought he'd been killed because his buddies are there, but he wasn't. It turns out he's moved in with some ladies. How cool's that? He's got his own little harem. I love that quack. He's so cute. He's got a really speckly chest and he's all peacock colours. Oh, that's made my day. I didn't know. I thought he was gone. Demi, how are you doing, chick? How do you, Vertex? Am I going to regret asking? And some more normal quacks outside. So, he's decided to move in with some ladies. He's not unalive. Get in. Yeah, some stuff for the rubbish cupboard, so crisps. Some lovely boxes of shortbread. That was me not making eye contact with the car again. This is the wall. It'll not be here, so I was pointing at something over the wall, put my hand on the moss, and it was like green slime. I put my hand in. I have my hand in my back pocket, trying to rub it off all day. Ugh, disgusting stuff, whatever it was. So yeah, my duck, bless his cotton socks, he's just sowing his seeds with the ladies. You're back in the warm. Oh heck, cars. I do get paranoid as well. Jeffrey, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. I'll just give you a wrench, Jeffrey. Everyone's got a wrench, so you can just check each other out. Oh, bless my little ducky. Made my day. So he's left his 2 cohorts at the lake to come party with the girls. He's not silly, is my little quack. 5 times what? Who's done what 5 times? Tell me. Spill. Oh, it's typing triple. Dagmar, mine does it. Yay, that's better. Hello, girls. Same breed as my skew hens, most of them. I think they're Islas. Yeah, so I was babbling away to myself like a loon. It seems to be an iPhone thing. If your signal drops, thanks to our, see if I get a call. Like my family, well, I know what I do, and I go and do lives and things. So they know to give me a bit of peace between 12 and 2-ish. They never ever do. That call was about the ticket on her car's about to run out in a car park. Shinobi, how are you doing? And it finishes at 1, which is just about half an hour. But her eyebrows are getting done at 1. What should she do? Things like that. They just do it out of habit. This house is beautiful. It used to be a farm. How's all the menagerie, Shinobi? How's the ducks? Shinobi's got a brilliant channel as well. He's got twatcats and there's lambs in lamb season. So this house used to be a farm and it's massive and it's beautiful. They're downsizing. The children are in their 50s and 60s and the elderly father recently died. So, but it's got a beautiful orchard. It's got a gorgeous garden just there with a little brook that runs through it, through a stream. Lovely outbuildings, little barns. It was extended. The door on the window on the right is an extension, but it's an old building. Oh, we've got sun. It's a bit like the Teletubby scene. Sun, behave. Right, let's put you that way. Shall I put you that way? Once we get around the corner, visibility will be loads better. Rick, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Rick, I've had the giggles. Partly abandoned and forgotten where I was in hospital. Yeah, he's liking his healthcare team. It's a lovely walk in, about 3 Celsius, so it's nice to walk in. Just a teeny tiny breeze. So those hills I was showing you before, we're kind of in the foothills. They are the Pennines, the very northern tip of. Speak of the devil, there they are. Vertex, thank you. But they're not just a barren land full of peat and moss and heather. They were a hive of activity from the 1800s, crisscrossed with railway tracks. Oh, it's a blackbird taking hawthorn berries. Yes, Johnny, I'll message you after. He's in A&E. He seems to be okay though, ish. I don't think he's had his results on anything as yet though. So they were a hive of activity up there. Lime kilns, there's some scheduled lime kilns up there. There are mines, coal mines, slate, again the lime. Arise, my favourite online chicken, how you doing? Raz, good to see you, Raz. How are you? Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah. Thank you for coming in. Lovely to see you, Raz. What have you been up to? The limestone is pretty much right under the surface, so it was easy to mine. It was taken along the train tracks to the lime kilns, which are just huge ovens. Above them, there was an opening. They would put the limestone in, and there was a fire lit beneath, and they were heated. That creates the lime that was used for paint, for whitewash, cement, and still used today. Casters, what are you doing? God, there's loads of people. Rick, thank you so much. That is really appreciated. Thank you. Ooh, heck, I can't see. I'll just turn me back. So people were looking at sheep until all these cars go. Thank you, Rick. That is really, really appreciated. Oh, there's more cars. The train line, the signals must have been down for all the cars at once. What's Nessie saying? He's hoping that they are, Nessie. And then the broken down line was transported off the moors on railway tracks. Lots of it. Gareth, you got me intrigued about Uek. There's a lot of Uek. Which way are they going? I am so glad they're there. There's like a million walkers. They have just come from where we're going. Hopefully, that's the end of them, because that would be very uncomfortable. I would have to whisper. Rick, when the weather eases up and it's not so much like a swimming pool on the moors, I'll go up to the lime kilns that are scheduled. There's 4 big entrances, domed entrances, and the roofing shape is different. And I'm not quite sure why. I'll have a talk with the Abandoned Forgotten Wales and chat. He's our mining type expert. He's the bravest bloke I know. He goes down abandoned mines, funny enough, in Wales, and documents them, and he's nuts. But he gets some amazing footage. I mean, like boot prints, decades to 100 years old, fingerprints, tools. Do you know, Raz, when I go away, it's weird how flat the ground is, because up here it's just not. You had the mining. Arise, you two. I hope the Christmas chickens are good to you. They're very honest. Shelley, you should see what click on Abandoned's name and look at his last video. It premieres every Sunday night. Scares the life out of me. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Right, we shall look for the tub. And he's not in there. Those girls must have been done. Arisen. 2 secs, I'll sort it. I can't see anyone that's not got a wrench. Oh, has Arise not got a wrench? Arise, how rude is that? Because you had one. There you go, Arise. Sorry. Yeah, you can see how low the clouds are, how much higher up we are. Right, I am having my back to the car. Oh no, we've got another one. So I do hope that people think that I'm on a phone call. not just randomly talking to myself when they're past. Because I live in pretty much the middle of nowhere. My town's teeny tiny. And I don't know of anyone else that does what I do. Which could be a good thing. Adrian, how are you doing? Good afternoon. We are almost at Donkeyville. Patty, good morning. How are you doing, chick? How's that beautiful family? Whoa, that's loads of walkers. There must be about 40 or 50 people there. I'm going to be nosy and see which direction they're going out of interest. How is it trying to rain? That's odd. Are they going to the town is the question. If they're going ahead, it's going to be an issue because there's not really a path, a pavement for them. That road gets scarily skinny. Jamie, no, I feel inadequate with proper walkers. They're all kitted out in fancy walking gear. I've got my boots, but yeah, I don't look like your average walker, to be fair. I think they're going to cross to the lake. Hang on, I'll get the sun out your eyes, sorry. Sun, behave. I think they're going straight ahead. So, railway crossings in the UK, you have a barrier come down. I don't know of any railway crossings that don't have a barrier, unlike the US. So the lights will flash, a horn will sound, and they come down. They could be going to the golf club for a pub lunch, I think. You never know. They could be walking golfers right this way. Useful, Mick. They're useful, not. Is that you all done now, Mick? So this is just a farm track that's been open for public. Jeffrey, as a rule, yes, Monday to Friday I'm live. Most days, unless life jumps in the way. Around about this time. But if the weather's rubbish, I've done myself an injury or something else, then I'm not. Whack your pole. Ooh, mister. Casters, did you see Mick in his fishnet dress? I missed it. I think he should relive the moment tonight. How's that for a plan? Yeah, it's not pleasant walking when it's icy because these roads don't get gritted and they get very slippy. Ooh, heck. Might take an amble through the marsh, see if the deer are around. How's all the family partying? Patty is amazing. Amanda. So we'll have lots and lots and lots of spring heads. This one's actually been dug out from the farm by the look of it. Lots of marshes. Jets. I hear jets. All right, Kirsty. Thanks for coming. I want to try and catch the fox that's around. I know it's around. It's been around recently. I can smell it. Sorry, that was a signal dead zone. Growing up, coming Yeah, Rick, they do. Well, growing up, coming from keeping stock, obviously pheasant pens and lots of chickens. And we had this rooster called Charlie. He was feisty, to say the least. If me and my brother had to collect the eggs, they were in an old pheasant pen. And the hen coop. So one night a fox got in and we lost most of them. It had brought its fox cubs in, teaching them to hunt. And what looked like molehills in the ground were actually the foxes burying the chickens, and we found Charlie. Bless his cotton socks, the evil, feathered fiend. But there are some around here. You can smell them quite a lot from where we're going. You alright, Ralph? But yeah, they weren't killing really to eat. They were killing to train the cubs down it. But I bet Charlie put one hell of a fight up because he was mean. He would climb your back. See you later, Joe. He would climb your back. He'd be on top of your head. I had a sneaky touch wood. The foxes haven't come to mine. I presume that because I've got the 3 dogs. Because I maybe put them off. Hopefully. Touch wood. I have had a buzzard on the ground, and when you see a buzzard on the ground, they're huge. They're like a turkey. They're massive birds. On the ground, walking around, staring inside my chicken pen. And you only think, oh my God. Most of my chickens would be too big for a buzzard to take, but I have a couple of mottled pekins. Janice, how you doing? Good morning. I'll just give you a wrench. I do have a couple of mottled pekins, which are bantams, and they're perfect. Wow, they are. They scream. They look like a dog, kinda, but they're more cat-like, to be honest. Oh, the sparrowhawks are trying to hit my feeders. I know, it's lovely to have you in, Patty, as well. You are right. They're very more cat-like, but their bark is more like a scream. A bit like a female roe deer. When we moved to where we are now, other half came downstairs in a panic, saying there was a woman being attacked outside. Now, the back of I used to have street lights front and back of the house. Yeah, it's awful. Wow, I really don't like it. And when we moved here, there's nothing but a wood on the back, so it's pure darkness. And he was adamant there was a woman screaming on the back. So he went out. I locked him out, thinking, well, if there's someone out there, they're not getting in just because you've gone outside. And then I thought about it. I played him a couple of things on YouTube, and sure enough, it was a roe deer, a female roe deer, doe, a deer, a female deer. They have the weirdest scream. It's quite haunting. Yeah, Jenna, they're not nice, are they? It's just not a sound that you would expect to come out of them. But the way the foxes play, again, very cat-like. They're pretty, but they're evil. Jenna, do you remember a couple of reports and horror stories about people waking up to their kids screaming and foxes were attacking them in their beds and their cots? It was a while back, mine. I'm sure they were London. Yeah, more than likely. The roes will be in the valley, along from you, Ralph. They normally are. I track them in there. The The bucks, it's like a really gruff bark comes from them, but the does, it's a scream. It's bizarre. Yeah. Ooh, it's muddy down here. Hopefully your thumb's starting to heal up. Grinders and hands don't go together. They filled this with sand and I've got no idea why. So back onto the traditional farm cobbles. Best road surface ever up here. Lots of it's quartz as well. I'd love to come and pick the quartz ones out. Just river cobbles compacted in, and it can last many decades to centuries. Yeah, oh definitely. I always say don't feed the foxes, don't feed them. And this house here has, you see those trees? Those little firs? They're highly poisonous to livestock. And they've planted it next to a house, next to a field where there's always cattle. I've always said if you live in an area you've got foxes around, please don't feed them. You're supporting the population. The more food they have, the more they'll breed. The more cubs that'll get to adulthood, and it just exacerbates the problem. How's things? Awesome. This stone wall needs a bit of a fix. It's a bit of a wonk. Right, we'll go through the marsh. Jeremy, I didn't half have the giggles before. Feeding rats? Why? Just why? What? Rats and me don't get on. I think it's the tails. It's just no. Casters, exactly. They'll readily breed, and it's a population that needs controlled. Soft, fluffy animals, they are not the wild animals, and as that they should remain so. I thought there was someone behind me, I freaked. Feed the rats, oh my god. Johnny, Angela Critters, she had one of her cats. Did they get one of her dogs? We're going to attack one of her dogs. She had a fox den behind, it turned out to be behind a shed next to her garden. And the fox are trying to take her pets. They did one cat that I know of, and there was something she said about them going after a dog. Ew, it looks like I might get a bit wet for a change. Yesterday was miserable, hence I didn't come out. Yeah, Johnny, I do. I get more sense out of Cheap to be honest than I do a lot of people. We have full on conversations and he talks to me back. Where I grew up in Northumberland, fox hunts weren't allowed on that estate. So my dad would go out and just make sure that they don't cross over, he'd follow the hunt. And again, an early memory was hunt saboteurs had turned up. My dad was out talking to the hunt And the hunt saboteurs started ramming my dad's vehicle that had me and my brother in, and it was clear that we were in it. Dad went nuclear, shall we say, and we were like maybe 6 and 7 year old. Oh, tomcats, they'll take on anything. I was killing myself laughing watching. So Cheep Cheep, he gets hungry, and when he comes down for some food, because the chickens all come down to the back door. Look at all these puddles, it's hop, skip and a jump. I'm going to be zigzagging. He gets a bit hungry, so when he does come down the house, it's head down, wings out, and he kind of jumps around all the hens. The hens scatter because they get some loving, shall we say, as he charges to come get his food because he's hungry. While he was chasing Willow around the garden. So funny, but that is kind of karma because she doesn't touch them, hurts them. She'll run around and between the chickens just to make them babble and flap their wings some. So it was karma pretty much. But he wasn't stopping, it was funny. Yeah, Johnny, they did. It was to control them. They'd take lambs, they could easily have a go at a sick calf. Livestock within the farms also. And they just changed, when the foxes overbreed, they changed the balance of nature in those areas. So they take out the rabbits. The rabbits, although they can be a nuisance, they're also helpful. And such like. Hunt saboteurs would get the fox scent in cans, and they would run them down roads like motorways, like main roads, where they knew the hounds were going to be next to, getting the hounds killed by traffic. Kim, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Yeah, they are, Jenna. Custers. But yeah, it's that, like with a lot of, rabbits, they need control as well. They decimate woodlands. How are you, Kim? It's lovely to see you. It was nice catching you last night in Mummy Lou's. I know these trees here, these two copes, these are beech, and they're not a natural species of the UK. These are brought in. Oh, you can keep your snakes. No, don't do snakes. Yeah, livestock-wise, they can cause a lot of trouble. Your local ecology also damaged by an excessive amount of breeding. PPR, how you doing? SSC TV, how you doing? When you typed what? Yeah, I've got some rabbit in the freezer actually. I need to catch my lot in a good mood to see if they'll try it. See, pheasant's really gamey and it can be really dry. Grouse, even more so gamey. A dark meat, and again, can be dry. Partridge, and you don't really get much off them, to be honest. Brett, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. Hang on, Brett, give you a wrench. Thanks for coming in, Brett. I apologise for any bad words that come out my mouth if there's pheasants. Where we're going. Oh, please don't let him be eating sheep. I can hear the farmer. Jake, homeless, how you doing? Beth, how you doing, chick? Have you got all that stuff ready to throw at Tom Jones? As you do. You're going to have lots of fun. It's going to keep you entertained, though. Oh, that stunk. Right, I'll just have a stop up here, let this guy get ahead of me. You get the deer run down this edge. Just having a look. Ooh, the weather's turning, as it does here. Brett, I'm in northern England, a county called Cumbria, close to the border with Scotland. Sorry about the wind. I was waiting for you, the sheep. Look, they've all gone running. Dan, how's things, Dan? Right, hopefully he's had enough time to get on. Sorry, I'm just looking in that wood. I've seen it a couple of times. Had the deer up on that side. Dan, where are you? How are you keeping? Brett, where we're going, there is a Roman quarry from 209 AD, used to build a wall across the north of England by the Romans. Reagan, how are you doing? Ooh, Johnny, she's a bit excited. She's going to throw her knickers at Tom Jones tonight. Dear, where out there? Here you go. Hopefully it's given that guy enough time. Ah, deer. He's just chased the deer through with his dogs. I see 3 deer. And they're running to the other side that we're going to be going to. Happy days. I don't know if you've got a sight there. No, it's not, is it, Dan? I can see a lot of pheasants as well. Yeah, there's a big old group of pheasants in there. So, I apologise for any language that comes out my mouth. Should pheasants decide they're going to jump out. It's a bit moist and not in a good way. Yeah, they're gone. One of the does is unalive down the other side. I take it it's old age. There's nothing, well, there wasn't anything visibly wrong there. But the pheasants, loads of them. Some of these pheasants were actually had some chicks in the back of my garden, and I heard a kerfuffle in my chicken pen. You know, you think, what is going on? And there were some pheasant chicks, like teenage pheasants in my chicken pen. You think, what are you doing? Sorry, froggy throat. Yes, Beth is very excited for Tom Jones tomorrow night. And we're getting back on to the farm cobbles. No, Johnny, you don't have to do that. How's things with you, Kim? Hope everyone's well. So, back on to the farm cobbles. What's he got hold in this barn? It's got calves in it, I can see calves. So you've got a traditional sandstone barn and it's stalls with a modern barn capping it. I don't know if he's in there to be nosy. So I don't know if you'll be able to see. But there's a few calves in there. Oh. What's Castor saying? Saxon, how are you doing? Right, deer watch. Through the marsh. I don't know if you can see the rain. Have you got rain on you? Almost. That bunions the calves. So you've got the old stalls and the hatches from those stalls. The ironwork's still there. Sorry, I'm just visualising Beth on the floor. I have the knowledge that Castor's knows Tom Jones. What's Pat? Oh, Patty. Shoot them with a slingshot. Now, Patty. Oh, that's kind of cool. Here's Beth's chin on the floor. If I tried to walk through the middle of there, I'd be waist deep. It's highly boggy. Straight ahead, we've got the Roman quarry. I mean, this landscape for moving large quantities of sandstone, it's going to be a massive undertaking. We're here for years. You've also got sand quarries here, and there was a more modern day sandstone quarry at the other end. His stone wall does need some fixing. It's definitely a fixer-upper. And he's got some really wonky bits. I say really wonky. Like barely vertical anymore. But it's just so easy to repair. You just take them down and restack them. Jenna, she's a legend, is our Patty. It's always the quiet ones. Is that a deer butt I see? No, it's a silver birch. Naughty Shattuck, got it wrong. Has Beth fell on the floor? Because I can't see her. Where's she gone? Oh no, she's there. Yes, Beth will be live at Tom Jones. That should be fun. See if security let her stay. I don't think she can craft some new hips because what she's got in her head. I'm not sure Tom will be able to deliver at his age. I just give them a swing. Beth. Oh. So he's just repaired that part. Roughly, it has to be said. Don't be telling her that, Jen. I should be getting excited. She'll be taking measurements for some crocheting. Swing and miss. Dear, you little beauty. Where's the others? Got a deer right in the centre there. You can see that white behind. Very like the American whitetails, but a lot smaller. So there was two together. Where's the other? Or is this a third maybe? We had a herd of 5 or 6. There you go, that's the white, but with this little deer in the middle. This is actually full of heather, and they do like the shoots of the heather. But apart from like my backside, if I hadn't shown you, you wouldn't know it's there. See its white butt? It's just turned around and had a look at me. Yay, I love my deer. This herd, Dad, is safe. There's no shooting along here. There's no deer stalking, certainly. I'm looking for the other. Unless this is a number 3. Again, it's just looking at me. See the flick of its ears? It's just, where's my finger? There. They're actually really tame, these deer. They're not so flighty. The herds that I track on the moors are. They'll be off like a shot, but the deer down this end are used to seeing people. I mean, that guy's just walked through with his dog. Sorry, I'm looking for the next one, I'm not looking at chat. Did you hear that explosion? There's an explosion that set all the pheasants off. There's a stone quarry about 6 miles away, I think it was there. That or an RAF base up on the moors. Right, so I can't see the other one down here. I'll take a look along the top. Nessie. Dan, much love to you. It's lovely having you in. Don't give us the giggles, I'm going to scare dear. Still in here, how are you doing? Good to see you. Sorry, I'm watching deer. I made it that we actually got to see them. Johnny. And he's not going to be able to put up much of a run, is he? This end, it's been so much rain, it's just turned into a huge pond. Hope you're well still in you. Yes, well, very possibly. Ted, I am not rolling around in that grass. It's very wet and boggy, and I haven't got some water wings or a snorkel. Very possibly, well, they can also locate each other with them as well, should they have to scarper. But the road is, you see, I smell fox again. It's definitely a fox living close by, which is a bit iffy for my chickens because I'm not a million miles away. Right, are these trees vertical? I think they are. And the quarry's lived for another day. Was there not a tree there? I'm sure there was a tree. Lord knows. What's that? That's not somebody, is it? No, they can't be. Oh, they're idiots. What's that? Right, we need to have a closer look. I'm going to put you down to steady you. That looks like somebody. It is. Right, they are right on top of a cliff edge. What on earth are they doing? What's all that about? Daisy, how's things with you? Daisy's a real sunshine. What? Hang on, what are you doing? A frolicker. Oh, don't set us off laughing. Yeah, wow. Oh, they look so camouflaged. When you see them up close, they're really red. Really red. Right, let's see if I can catch the rest of this way. I wonder what they're going to do with that, because that is huge, and if that comes down on someone's head, it's going to sting. PA, how you doing? Have people turned up on time today, PA, or are you waiting for them? Right, last time I saw deer though on that side, and that's the side that was stinking of fox. With a bird. I thought there was a deer in there. Scott, when are you back at the doctor's with that hand of yours? Well, do you know what? It is a strange bit of adaptation. You're very probably right about why they are like, ooh, we've had more cut down. They really need to cut that ivy off the trees. The ivy's just choke the trees. And acts as a massive sail. So we've got the game crop up on the top there. What have we got here? I think we've got badger hare. What are you doing, Dee Dee? Oh, if I can bend down. Badger hare. Badger track. The badgers are creatures of habit. They have their own little motorways. They travel and they'll do 2 or 3 miles every night. On the top there, I've got a game crop. And I wonder if the deer are eating that. The deer do like a sweet treat. They've been having a good old chainsaw through here. Deer are out now. Back to the regular, which is not in me making an arse of myself, falling over. And babbling endlessly. What's been dragging those through there? Interesting. Ooh, Bovril, yummy. Patty, thank you so much for being in. Love you. I don't see you have an amazing... Crop my pants. Amazing Christmas. And there is, I believe, a gamekeeper. If that's just a regular guy, why is he up in the wood? Do you know what? I've never noticed that before. That used to be a big old fence post and a gate. Patty's amazing. I adore her. I normally pass that guy on the path, so why is he in the farmer's field? Right, concentrate, deer spotting. Beth, love you. I'm excited for tomorrow night, missus. Get your nana nap in. Is that a deer coughing? There's a deer. Oh, he was coughing if he was trying to bark. But no. So the deer, you can see his white butt right in the centre of the screen. So when I zoom in, my heartbeat makes it move. And you get to see that big white butt. So it looks like there's only one. Although we did have one hanging back last year. Paul, how are you doing? Sorry, I'm staring at deer. I get sidetracked. How you doing, Paul? Good to see you, sir. I'll call you sir. I'm being polite. They've been clearing actually this part out. I've been taking the brush out. I wonder why. Pizza, PA. Do you know what? My dad's friend has a worm farm up the road, and he managed to retire at about, I think, 45, purely from breeding worms. Different worms apparently are extremely valuable. Who knew? Right, we'll go over the top just so I get a better look. Still can only see one. Yeah, he lived in the middle of nowhere, and they were circular and about 20 feet across, two like tanks, shallow open tanks like big pools. Quinn, how you doing? Twisted Metal. Oh, it's Nick. Nick, good afternoon, how you doing? Gary. Yeah, apparently some breeds of worms are worth fortunes. And he retired on worms. Mental. Didn't even know there was such a thing. Ooh, heck. I nearly fell. I slipped on a root. That was interesting. I've been clearing the ivy right out of here. Oh, and the pheasants are starting to fly. So I kind of know where they are. Pheasants will sit low and they wait until you're right next to them before they fly up. There's the pheasants gain crop on that little hilltop there. And last time I saw the doe on its fawn, they were on that side. And I always forget to have a look. And then we've got the fawn nursery from a couple of years ago on this side. It's a huge silver birch come down. Zaxon, are you out filming this weekend? Anything good? I take it the hawks being out, the birds are really quiet. Apart from the pheasants, I know where they are, they're on the right up here. Not seen that young buzzard either for a while. So that's possibly 3 that we've got, because that one's on its own. This time of year, they meet up and they create the little herds. There's loads of pheasants down here. That gamekeeper was down maybe trying to drive them up with his dogs. Pheasants are nomadic, they just walk and walk and walk unless they find a food source. Then they'll eat the entire food source and then start walking again. Mick, he's so camoed. And the other day the deer Paddy were there. PA, coming on the knife one. PA's got a second channel. Stick your knife in, chat. No, I can't see the other two. How you doing, Nick? Nick, did you know that geese chase Johnny? He runs screaming with his hands above his head, squealing like a little girl. Cock, pheasant, where art thou? I can hear you. I can hear him, I can't see him. Ooh, Quinn, that's not good. It takes me a good couple of coffees to be able to speak. Take my meds with the coffee and let them do their business. Pizza, you sexy beast, how you doing? So that's the edge of the marsh. We might get lucky and they might be in the open field. Yeah, stick it up. Stick your knife in, chat. I'll put the link in. Jamie, do you want to put PA's link in? Put his knife on. Yes, the mankini. Stick up the members emojis with the mankini. If we have a walker, I'll just pretend I'm on a phone call, not video. You lot. Gauze, evil stuff. Nick, I had the giggles imagining it. You like to, well, I don't like, visualise. I was watching BH Customs last night. He put a couple of videos up and he was having a play with pouring some gold. I am just not responsible enough. As much as I would love to have a go at pouring metals, I would love it. It's too much room for injury and accidents. Sky high melted heat-wise metal. Yeah, I'll make a mess of it. I don't get why you can't sub. I don't know, PA's got a second channel. Ooh, do I see a sausage dog? Teeny tiny sausage dog and a bigger dog. It's an odd shaped lab by the look of it, possibly. Deer, I believe. Just in front of that woodland, you see where that wire is? There's a deer underneath it. Two deer there. Yay, there's my other two deer. So, we've got one deer, centre of screen crossing. It's walking to the other deer in centre of screen there. Looks like they're going to come this way. Oh no, they're going in the wood. Just walk past that trough, showing us its butt. So that's 3 deer today. Hello. Yeah. So we just have 2 is the question. Right. So you've got a deer right in the centre of the screen. Its back end is towards us. And there's another deer to its left. Where is that too? Behind it. So we've got the one deer that floats off itself. It did that last year. And we've got another couple of deer on the top there. One finger. Where's my finger? Where's my finger? Oh, there. Right in the centre. 2. There's one just to that deer's left. I think we might have 3 up there. It's walking back towards the other deer now. So it's walking downhill. Along the hilltop. So that's 3 deer today. That's our best tally so far this winter. It should go up. Oh, they're doing it all the time. I found out yesterday there's certain words that you're not allowed to type out that are the names of organisations. There's 3 deer up there. So the edge of the wood. And just past the edge to the right, and it's at the screen, there's 3 deer. So that's 4 deer today. Whoop whoop. Yes. Did you get the Storm pizza? 2 big white butts. The other one's passed. Filthy Nick. Dog is on the fence. Dog, So is that it? Is Nick the Queen of Filth today? No, not pleasant pizza. It'll take you a while to get dried out as well. In summer, I feel like, ooh, someone's had a pheasant. I think. Chest feathers of a hen pheasant. Is it a hen? No, it's not. It's too white. Could be a field fair. There's field fairs hanging around. And they had the odd blood spot. Yes, today Nick is the Queen of Filth. Nick, wear your crown with pride. Everything's your fault. Oh, hey. So yes, Nick is the queen of filth. Officially. You're waiting again. You seem to do a lot of waiting around for them coming up. I can't believe you're good enough view. They're up on that top on the left. Four-leaf clover. Shooting. Lots of. I've got a box full of four-leaf clovers at home. I used to collect them, press them and send them to my grandma. And after she passed away, I was given back, but she kept them all. I mean, I'd sent her them for years since I was a little kid. So I've got them all safe in her trinket box. Ted doing the dolphin. Hi Ralph, I don't get how it's not letting you sub people. I've got no idea what would that cause that. What does it? Do you get an error message when you try and sub, or is it just a hard no? Spirit, how are you doing? Good morning. She says, try not to get clonked. Look at the colour of that wood. How pretty is that? Do you get an error message, or does it just not let you subscribe? Speaking of field fairs, there's one up there. Boop. You don't have enough subs to sub. Put it on your community post, see if someone can work it out. That doesn't make sense. You could take a screenshot of it and go on to Twitter, to Team YouTube, and you can privately message them on there, and they are good at getting back to you quickly. Once you hit your 1K monetize, you've got your YouTube partner live chat, which is even quicker. Spirit of Health Fold here today. I'm a happy bunny. I do like my little deer. Do you know what? Little one. She won a place for us on a trip to London. There's a car charity called, is it Blue Bears? And we had to get down to London, but everything after that was free. We were escorted by the police officers that look after the royal family through the centre of London. They shut off Marble Arch. We went the one way through there, came up by Buckingham Palace. We had people taking photographs of the cars because we were in 10 brand new Rolls Royce. It was amazing. And boys, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Oh my God, what colour and what's she painting? So that was really, really good. Blue Bears Driving Club, I think it was called. Yeah, I put a video for half of it. The police officers are brilliant. They had the helicopters out. They use it as a training exercise for moving the royals or dignitaries around London. So we just got took along for the ride. It was amazing. A hotel stay, a meal at Jamie Oliver, which was not the best. I was kind of gutted it was rubbish. Through to the... Oh, we went to a few places, but it was really fun. Loved every second. They're blowing up something that's 3 explosions so far. Randall, good morning. Poof, flies. Yeti, good morning. How you doing? Face full of flies. Oh, beautiful. You don't often see that these days, do you, Peter? Just don't get trodden on or pooped on. And that weather's all cleaned out. A little bit of rain and back to blue skies. It's going to freeze tonight though. Let's go see my horny friends. See if they're sociable today. Yeah, they're beautiful. It's very poignant. The birds are all getting ready to roost. The 21st is the shortest day. So after that, lights start to draw out. There you go, Mick. There is the tree of girth. It's massive. Huge. That's going to leave a dent when it falls, if he doesn't cut it down first.